Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm gonna be doing another review. This one's gonna be for the sixth man, and it stars Marlon Wayne, Kadeem Hadson, David Panier, Michael McKelly, Kevin Dunn, Gary Jones, Lorenzo Orr, Vladimir Cook, Travis Ford, Jack Karate, Chris Spencer, Kirk Bailey, Sandra McLean, Harold Sylvester, and Octavia Spencer. So yeah, before I begin though, 10-second spoiler warning as usual for those who have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out, and come back and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already, please do not comment down below or be messaging me. Then I'll give you a fair warning because as usual, I did. So yeah, the Sixth Man. What did I think of it? As usual, quick synopsis, selection, dissect, and narrate. So basically, you have these two brothers, Antoine and Kenny Tyler, and they basically grew up around basketball, and yeah, and they're at this point in the movie they're basically college basketball players, and yeah, now during one of the games, Antoine Tyler, he makes a slam dunk, and as he's holding down to the rim, he has a heart attack and dies. Now you have, and now you have Marlon Wayne, which is who portrays Kenny Tyler, and he has to basically deal with the death of his brother, for about 20 minutes up until that point. Then up after 20 minutes, his brother comes back to life as a ghost. He comes back to life as a ghost or a poltergeist because he kind of acts like a poltergeist. And basically, the difference is that a poltergeist, a poltergeist is more or less a ghost who's a douchebag who basically tries to wreck everything everybody does or everybody has or whatever. He's basically a poltergeist is a very destructive ghost. So yeah, and that's basically how he is. He's basically a poltergeist or a ghost or whatever. And he's trying to win basketball games for his brother and a team. The team, after a while, finds out that that the ghost of Antoine is around, and now they have to try to deal with that, and at the same time try to get to championships. So yeah, now Marlon fucking Wayne movies. Normally they suck. Yeah, normally they suck, and the ones that don't still suck, but are guilty pleasures. Okay, that's kind of this movie. It's a bad movie, but it's a guilty pleasure. It's actually pretty funny. Okay, it's actually pretty decent. It's actually pretty good in my opinion. So yeah, let me explain. Now the acting, it's not all that good. You have Marlon Wayne, and he's all over the top and hyped up, and he's like, oh my gosh, my brother real alive. He's in that. He's basically another version of Kevin Hart in my opinion. Marlon Wayne is. So yeah, but the relationship between his dead brother and himself, I thought was pretty interesting and pretty funny. There are some pretty funny moments, and overall there are some pretty funny moments if I don't say so myself. Is it the best acted movie? Hell no. Is it the best written movie? By no means is it the best written movie. I mean, there is some terrible dialogue throughout the movie. Now there are some parts where it's actually pretty good. I find it that usually the parts that are good in this movie are the parts where they're supposed to be heartfelt or somewhat motivational. But aside from that, the rest of the dialogue is just it's okay. It does the job of being funny at times, and then it's just kind of garbage, whatever. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty funny to some degree. It's somewhat endearing to some degree, also because it is pretty. Because I guess it is pretty heartwarming just to see his one dead brother and one living brother trying to move forward. So yeah, and I do think there are some things. There are just a few things that kind of just happen because logic. There's some things that kind of just happen because it's a plot device or whatever because the plot needs it to be. Things aren't really explained in those cases, but whatever. It's a pretty fun movie. I saw it with my cousin. He's like 9 years old, and he's a huge fan of basketball. So he loved the movie. He went ape shit for it. He I asked him, like, what would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being the best and one being the worst. And he was like, I give it a 10. I give it a 10. It's a fun movie. I mean, he says something like that. Again, he's like 9 years old. I'm like, whatever. I mean, yeah. Again, you put anything in front of a 9-year old's eye, and they're probably gonna love it. So yeah, he gave it a 10 out of 10. Whatever. Yeah, but me, being who I am, and knowing what I like, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. Again, one being the worst, 10 being the best, and six being decent. I give it a 6 out of 10. It's pretty decent. It does have its fun moments. It does have its heartwarming moments, where there's a lot of bad dialogue, pretty bad acting, but it's fun for the most part, and it is somewhat endearing, and it is a bit of a guilty pleasure, and it kind of has a bit of cult following, so it's a bit of a cult classic movie. So yeah, that's basically it for this review. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Comment down below on your thoughts on the movie. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off. And remember to follow me on Instagram, Daniel Mart, in which I post stuff about comic books, TV shows, and movies. And yeah, this is Daniel Mart signing off.